Hello, I hope you're having a great day today. And before I teach, I would like to ask you all a question. Do you think historical events and mythical stories can be bonded together? Can I see the hands that agree with me? And can I see the hands that don't? We'll understand it. Welcome to the journey Roots of Mythology, where we will discover the profound metamorphosis that existed in all civilizations. Mythology acts as an inventory of collective wisdom that provides timeless stories, perspectives on human existence. Myths and legends have tales of metamorphosis that where people experience significant changes through challenges of physical and spiritual changes across countries and centuries. These stories provide lessons about resilient behavior, self-discovery, and pursuing one's full potential, in addition to being fascinating to take in. These tales, which range from the Egyptian myth of Osiris to the Greek story of Persephone, resound with timeless lessons about personal development. We learn universal lessons of personal development through as we delve into the stories of the gods and the mortals. Come along with me as we taken a journey through the vast fabric of mythology, through the concepts of personal development and metamorphosis. Together, let's collect wisdom from the past that will motivate us to go on to our modern day lives with the concepts of that self-discovery and development. Through the frame of the Greek mythology, the story of Persephone kidnapping by Hades and the eventual metamorphosis to the queen of the underworld is an effective metaphor for individual development through struggle. The epic journey of Persephone illustrates how Greeks perceive the passage of time and the life-death cycle. This myth speaks to the historical turning points such as the Renaissance, which marked the revival of art, culture, and education, which followed by the darkness of the Middle Ages. The rise of power and the following fall of Persephone into the underworld is symbolic of the Renaissance's rebirth of classical education, as well as the birth of the new intellectual concepts. Similar to the way of Persephone's kidnapping, the Renaissance's rebirth represents a break from the comfortable world of living and leaving the hierarchical and religiously strict ancient periods behind. The Renaissance's discovery of Greek and Roman texts, which encouraged an increase of interest in humanism, art, literature, and scientific researches, were symbolized by Persephone's eventual return to the surface world. The tale of Persephone encourages us to face our difficulties with bravery and openly by teaching us about resiliency and the possible renewal of life even in the most challenging times. Taking the Egyptian mythology as a reference, the myth of Osiris, who was murdered by his brother Seth and then brought back to life by his wife Isis, represents the concepts of rebirth and death. The Egyptian belief in the cycling nature of existence and the continuation of life after death is symbolized by Osiris's rebirth. This legendary story can be compared to the historical metamorphosis, such as the European Enlightenment, which was characterized by intellectual revolutions and the introduction of novel concepts to reject established wisdom. Like Osiris's death, the philosophers of the Enlightenment rejected established wisdom and provided knowledge through logic and knowledge. These intellectuals united philosophy, sciences, and art to form an intellectual collective framework which was symbolized by Osiris's spread body parts being collected together by his wife Isis. The rebirth of Osiris is a symbol of regeneration, symbolizing the goal of enlightenment, which was generating a society using reason and human freedom. The tale of Osiris serves a reminder of how knowledge and enlightenment may change people's lives and the societies. In addition, the Phoenix legend is associated with fire as a means of regeneration in many mythologies, such as Egyptian, Greek, and Chinese. The Phoenix's ability to rise from the ashes represents the potential of rebirth and change. In terms of history, the Industrial Revolution denotes a significant shift in human society marked by advances in technology and changes in society. Similar to the Phoenix's cycle of death and rebirth, human society saw significant changes through the Industrial Revolution, including advances in technology and societal crisis. The revolution includes traditional agricultural societies falling apart and new industrialized urban centers powered by mass production and human engines have developed. This plays a significant role in the Phoenix's mythical rebirth from the ashes that represents the period of rapid innovation and change, which also represents the capacity of humanity to innovate, adapt, and grow in environments that change and challenges were involved. Phoenix encourages us to welcome the change and view obstacles as chances for both individual and group development. Furthermore, the idea of Ragnarok, the world-ending conflict, predicted in Norse mythology that results in world's rebirth, recalls the images of historical shifts characterized by troubled times and renewal. Historical events like the fall of the empires and the rise of the new industrialized civilizations show the periodic nature of human history, and the Ragnarok symbolizes the end of one period is the beginning of another. This mythical story inspires us to accept change as a necessary part of life's journey by teaching us about resiliency and the certainty of change. Speaking about the concept of transformation found in mythology, this deep quote by Victoria Erickson brilliantly demonstrates the raw and transformative nature of personal development. According to Erickson's comments, the process of self-discovery and growth can be difficult and even painful, just like the struggles that the mythical heroes and the heroines faced in their path to metamorphosis. Depends on understanding of metamorphosis as Erickson's quote deepens on our understanding about metamorphosis as we delve into the human experiences by underlining the transformative potential of accepting change and overcoming obstacles. It inspires us to welcome the doom and the discomfort that comes with the journey of self-improvement, underlining the real change comes from facing difficulties openly and bravely. A huge amount of knowledge about the power of transformation of the human experience can be found in mythology. We can learn a lot about self-determination, self-actualization, self-discovery, and the journey of personal process by studying old stories of metamorphosis. Let us take inspiration from the ageless principles of mythology as we go through the complexity of the modern-day life and set on our paths of self-actualization and transformation. Thank you.